According to my mother, too much of a good thing is actually bad for you. However, I personally feel that doesn't always apply. I slam a white monster on a daily, and sure, I haven't blinked since Sunday, but I'm still alive. But what I actually want to find out is, does this apply to this sneaker? Now, something we've kind of come to expect now with A Ma Maniere is their premium packaging. Their unboxing experience is always next level. So you got this A Ma Maniere branded sleeve. The box itself feels very thick and sturdy. You've got a glossy sail color on the top with a slightly brownish burgundy Jumpman. Not entirely sure why it's burgundy, like nothing on the shoe is that color. But let me pop the top and show you guys today's sneaker. It's the Jordan 3 A Ma Maniere Diffused Blue. Some other notable things that you get inside the box: an extra set of laces, which confusingly are exactly the same color as the ones laced on the shoe, a very premium solid plastic Nike Air hang tag, and then a little cardboard one with just some more information on it, and of course a bunch of A Ma Maniere branding. And of course the sneakers. Did you know that this is actually the 23rd collaboration A Ma Maniere has done with Nike and Jordan brand? Like, that's gotta be a record or something. Now, of course, that does include all of the stuff that they've done with Nike and the Converse stuff, but still. And of course, as we know, there is plenty more to come this year. We know that they're working on at least 1 or 2 pairs of Jordan 6s, and of course, we got the Jordan 4s. I honestly don't think A Ma Maniere is going to stop until they've completed the entire Jordan or Nike catalog. Now, to be fair, a lot of the shoes A Ma Maniere and Jordan brand have done, people absolutely love. A lot of them have been on Sneaker of the Year lists, but since last year, it does definitely seem a little bit more apparent that people are getting somewhat tired of this partnership. The demand kind of seems to be dipping for a lot of these collaborations. I think we saw this most aggressively last year with the Jordan 3s and the Jordan 4s. Those models theoretically should be some of the best work that they have ever done together, but they just don't seem to have the same allure as some of the previous collaborations that A Ma Maniere and Jordan brand have done. So what's so special about this pair of shoes? Will it break out from the rest, or will it suffer the same fate? Well, I think it's got a lot going for it and a few different things that really make it stand out. But before I get into all of the different reasons why, I do need to give you guys some of the release details. These are now going to be releasing on the 15th of March. March is stacked, by the way, bunch of different sneakers, but this is definitely one of the highlights. Retail is $225, a slight premium for a very premium sneaker. I think originally the idea for this pair of shoes was to release a lot of pairs, make the stock decently high. But leading up to the release, there has been a ton of cases of backdooring and of course theft, which is a little bit crazy, but yeah, that's going on at scale. And all of this does make me wonder how many pairs are actually left for the general public. We'll have to wait and see, but certainly those things don't give me hope that it's going to be a walk in the park. But hell, let's say you're able to purchase this pair of shoes. What are you actually getting for your money? Well, like I said in the beginning of the video, these do have a lot going for them. I think one of the coolest factors is how similar they are to one of the most special Jordan A Ma Maniere releases, and that is the OG 3s. If you really think back to 2021 when this first dropped, it really did seem like the perfect collaboration at the perfect time. It was almost like a unanimous thing. Every single person loved this pair of shoes. Fast forward to 2025 and we're getting these, and I don't know if the excitement is there quite like the originals, but the shoes are not far off. Like most A Ma Maniere Jordan collaborations, the materials are extremely premium, and all of the little details and everything, it's all just second to none. The white leather you find on top of the entire shoe is really soft, really nice and thick, and well tumbled. The tongue is made from that same buttery leather which moves down and also has a bunch of perforation holes. And then of course you've got the entirely embroidered Jumpman logo, which if you look closely, I mean, bro's kinda cheeked up, am I wrong? Damn! Now next you have this charcoal color that they placed on all of the hairy suede. This feels very, very nice. It's that soft suede that you just like to kind of touch. You find this wrapping around the mudguard, around the heel, the ankle area, and of course the laces. Now the appearance and feel of the white leather is practically identical to what you got on the original one, so if you've ever felt these things, you'll kind of know what you're getting into with these. And interestingly, where these two are kind of separated, the little details that are different between this one and this one, I actually think some of them them are improvements. First thing that separates these two is what's going on inside. So with this pair of shoes, what you get is the signature A Ma Maniere quilting. That's on the inner sock liner, and traditionally we get what's on this pair, which is a super silky, almost slippery type material, which looks and feels premium, but it does lead to a little bit of slippage when you've actually got your foot inside. Now what they've done on this is they've managed to achieve this same premiumness. However, they've changed the material slightly so it's just not as slippery. Now, another really cool thing, which I think was purposefully done just for the comfort of this pair of shoes, but they've added this neoprene material to the reverse of the tongue. This feels way better than having the quilting there like they had on the previous version. It's so soft and comfortable, and combined with the tumbled leather makes this tongue super soft and movable, so you just feel great inside. Now, that quilting also transfers over to the insole, which of course looks extremely premium. And you know what, I actually really like walking on this. It does kind of feel like a little bit of a massage as you're stepping. You've also got this little patch on there which says A Ma Maniere, and I think has Michael Jordan's signature. It says approved by, but I don't know. It also says SP25, meaning special project. Now all of those changes I'm a big fan of. They actually lead to overall a more comfortable experience with this pair of shoes than the originals. However, one change I don't think I'm quite convinced on is the raw edge that you find around the ankle area. You can see the original, it's all kind of stitched together, looks pretty clean. This one ends up looking just a little bit scruffy. But this isn't something that A Ma Maniere has never done before. They did it on the Jordan 4s and some other versions, so I can see why they went with this. Now, just like the last threes, you also get a little hidden motivational speech on the reverse of the back tab. The left pair says, "All we have is each other," and then the right says, "You have to get comfortable walking alone." So they're kind of sending mixed messages here. I don't know what they're trying to tell me. Now, another change I do like on here is the matted out midsole. So typically most Jordans have this painted, really shiny midsole area. However, they've painted this in a really nice matte way, which, I mean, I don't know if it makes the biggest visual difference, but to me it does. The midsole is mostly sail with just the diffused blue around the back. I think the originals just had a little bit more white in there, and I kind of like the cohesive nature that this color brings. A quick mention of the sizing. I went with my true to size like I always do. They fit exactly like any other Jordan 3, so that's what I'm going to recommend to you. Comparing these two side by side, like they are both such strong colorways and just such strong collaborations in general. I think if this diffused blue colorway followed this pair and dropped maybe in 2022 or something, it would probably be one of the biggest collaborations of that year. But 2025 is a pretty different story. Now, A Ma Maniere is not only competing with themselves and their insane catalog, but also one of the most jam-packed Jordan release calendars we have ever seen. So honestly, I can understand if not everybody has their eyes on this pair of shoes like they once did, but in my opinion, this is a great pair of shoes that just really does check all the boxes. It's a really nice colorway that will match with a lot of different outfits. Very easy to throw on. You know, you're getting very premium materials done in a very tasteful way. But I want to know from you guys, is it getting too much now? Is A Ma Maniere and Jordan Brand just pumping out so many that it just doesn't quite feel special anymore? Or do you treat these just like I treat my white monsters? The more the better. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're going to be going for these. And of course, if you want to catch another video, there's one just right over there.